So, next year predictions. This is not necessarily who, like, your dream one would be, like we're saying with this. Who do you realistically think will be the same? We have no prior knowledge. I will say this right now. I genuinely want to get some predictions, and then we'll meet up again in November and see who got closest. That's what I want to see, all right? Jack, I'll start with you. Who's your three?
It's Ghost.
Right.
It's got to be Ghost. It's long overdue with Ghost. Like, when they're doing a massive tour now, the album is coming, which is going to be, for me, it's career best. It's a great record. It is a sensational piece of work. So it's their time to do everything there. I think Linkin Park need to return again. It's been a long time since the Hybrid Theory set that they did was unbelievable. Just probably, apart from when Iron Maiden played, probably the busiest I've seen main stage. They deserve to return and show what they're made of. I feel like they've established themselves in this place now where they don't have to prove themselves. They've proven since November last year, and now it's the time to celebrate all that they've achieved up to this now. And I also think they've been talking about it for a bit, they've been talking about, there's nothing going on, but the return of Faith No More.
Oh, wow, that's a great show,
who have been a download staple. They headline once, and then they played the second slot a few years back. And I know that, you never know with that band. But, again, a special band which is a part of these things, and for that sort of legend level of it, the iconic bit, it has to be some... I like doing something a bit different again, because, as much as, Metallica can come around again, Maiden can come around again, just remembering how deep the pool goes for this.
Oh, absolutely.
And Mike Patton is one of the best frontmen musicians.
Yep.
He should be celebrated in these things. So
I very much agree. That's some solid choices. I could definitely see that being some likely choices in there. Maddie, who are you going for?
I mean, Linkin Park were obviously pretty nailed on. Yeah. Almost. But Slayer are back.
Ah, yes, they are.
So, I mean, I think there's a fair shout there. Also, I believe it is 40 years since Rain and Blood next year.
Oh, quite possibly.
Which, that would be a huge moment, I think. Just wang that out there.
Yeah.
People will go mad for it. And my final one, Parkway. We talked about them earlier.
Yes.
I think that after that secret set, it felt like very much a declaration that they were ready for headliner. They were ready for it. They've got the songs for it. They're ready.
They've proven it in Europe many times.
Exactly.
Like, they've immortalised their Wacken headline set.
That Wacken headline set.
And it's like, if they can do it over there, why is it not?
Why has it not happened yet?
Very true.
It's one of those that I'm shocked it's not happened, but it is very much due to happen, and I will be shocked if it doesn't happen over the next few years.
Yeah, bring the flames. Bring those flames.
Give us that pyro.
That's what we want.
And it was also because they're celebrating their 20 years. In the Australian dates, they did this medley of some of their earliest slammers, which Metalcore Parkway is untouchable. And as much as I love them as big rock band, them when they're on it with that is ridiculous. Yeah. And to have those songs on that stage mixed in as well.
That's the thing. It's all mixed in and it all works. They are one of those bands that are very unafraid to embrace where they came from and to embrace the scrappiness of it almost. Yeah. They always talk about the journey where they've kind of come from nothing and become this huge band, and that's what it's all about. That's literally what it's all about.
Synonymous with Download at this point as well. It would be an interesting one. I think it'll definitely happen sooner or later. I'm going to also go with Ghost. I think the time is right. Obviously, massive arena tour coming up. Huge album would make all the sense in the world. They packed out the second stage the last time they were there. It would definitely make sense for them to start doing a load of headline runs. I think if we're going down the route we've done the last couple of years where there's been a sort of pop-punky day in the vein of kind of When We Were Young style, the one remaining big name there that hasn't done it yet would be Blink-182. Yeah. Now, again, a few years back, that might have sounded like you would always think of them as being a Reading lead act, which I guess they still are as well. But they've done Paris Download before, I believe, back in the Skiba era. It would make, again, another band where you know all the hits. And like I say, if we're doing that sort of Green Day, Fall Out Boy type day, that is bang on that audience and would make all the sense in the world. You know, I'm sure there will be new music at some point as well. So feels like the kind of right moment for that to happen. And the third one, as much as I think Linkin Park will be kicking around and I'm sure doing festivals and stuff, I'm inclined to think that System of a Down might finally do the Europe run next year. And that's based on no knowledge whatsoever, but they've done the US ones.
Yeah.
And then I believe this year they're also now ticking off South America. So it would make sense if they're going to keep doing this of like just a handful of shows in different territories here and there. Surely it's up. And they were, of course, meant to play in 2020, and then it never happened for obvious world-changing reasons. But I'd love to see them back.
Yeah.
What happened in 2020?
Oh, just some stuff. Don't look it up. It'll just depress you.
Yeah, catch me up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll check the Wikipedia page that I'm sure is the longest in history. But yeah, I mean, stadium shows out in the US and stuff, and they're enjoying just having that live moment. And Chavo's new band as well, 7 Hours After Violet, are playing this year too, which is going to be another highlight. So
I guess it's because this year it's 3 fresh ones. That there is nothing wrong with returning to, well-worn territory, but especially with things which are special like that, because System don't come around very often.
It still feels special because it's still quite rare, which is nice.
And again, it does feel as like, I think, like we're 20 years on now from like any albums. If they keep on doing the runs and doing it, it might happen. But because obviously they did the 2 songs a couple of years back, like as an Armenian tribute and to raise money there. And it was for a reason. They need a reason to do a lot of things. And I think that Download is a good enough reason to come back to the UK.
I agree.
And share everything which they're about. At a time where, bands which are as unapologetically outspoken and use their show in 100%. The way that they do, it's a return.
I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. That, or, I'm going to throw My Chem in there because I'll always throw My Chem in there. Shout out the boys. We know, that Black Parade show, it was very special when we were young. It's out in US stadiums. Please, please, please. We would like it.
It will be proper 20 years.
Well. Yeah, God, it will be proper 20 years next year. Another excuse. I know, we're all far too old. It's disgusting.
I'm so tired.
I know. Aren't we all? We'll go have a nap straight after this and just recover from chatting for a few minutes.